The following bloody video is not intended for children, and it's best enjoyed if you have either completed the MSQ up to the indicated level, or you otherwise don't care about spoilers.
Hello, Steak Driven here. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time, we had the epic reconciliation between the Levieurs. It was so fucking wholesome. And now we're gonna go find out how we can contact Hydaelyn. It transpires, however, that the forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what that might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most who arrived with the Adamantite have offered to stay and see any remaining tasks that need doing. The forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Aporia then. Boon. I've already shown the others inside. You will want to speak with Clarion. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Okie doke. From here, we will proceed to the heart of the Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret, Thalmazane. It marks the beginning and the end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we will embark upon our journey to the heavens. Okay, this way, if you please. Whoa! This track? Really? Sorry, I've got a bad history with this musical track. Actually, future me, thank you. Wow. I bid you welcome to the Thalmazane. Direct your attention towards its center and behold the arc over which we have long labored. Whoa. Close one. As you can see, 'twas designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. Okay. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I have received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with intense fervor. Huh, they are sure to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. Yeah, Sid, man, he's been... If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time speaking with Hydaelyn ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. I have done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? We make for the lift at the center of the chamber. Come. As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. So the deeper we go, the easier it will be to pass between said planes. Oh. We utilized the thing in the Thalmazane to... Okay, you drilled down. No sooner did the forum to withdraw from Eorzea than we began working on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that would allow us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before in search of Hydaelyn's ever fainter echoes. The Alchoscope. Okay. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to even hear a whisper. Well, that app sucks nowadays. If you wish to reach her, then you must journey closer to the center of the star than we ever dared, beyond the Atlascope. Even so, I make no guarantee you'll find her, nor for your safety, not so deep within the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Atlascope's ocular lens, by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves in hazard, lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. Oh. In those swirling depths there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If we determine you are at risk for coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there's an increased probability we will extract you too early or too late. Who would that be? Please, allow me. Oh, she was their soul doctor. I had thought about this much, and in truth, I do not believe I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events of the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. Well, yeah, we knew that. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. I've never seen you in combat, like, ever. If I assist in the matter that Lord Fulchinal has laid out, I may still be of use. Will you trust me to do so? Of course, Crow. I can think of none other that I'd trust more. Compared to all the effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether on a single expedition, ought to pose no challenge at all. Even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. Yeah, she's good at that. You flatter me, but rest assured I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. Alright. There's just one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. Makes sense? Its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. It's gonna be like the freaking Hall of the Dead, or the, oh my god, Palace of the Dead. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. So, is this going to be a dungeon? The Atelioscope now available. I was right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and select my trust and be right back. Alright, for this trust I picked Best Girl, Raha, and Estinian. I'll meet you when I get to the first boss. After the cutscene plays, of course. Whoa. Alright, this place is pretty cool. Aetherial. Oh my god, it's fucking Elbert! Captain Sloppy Pants! Whoa, 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 whoa. Scion's memory, was that... That was Papalimo. This Aether, Papalimo, try as you might to conceal it. You've always worried overmuch. Oh my god. It's Livia. Our first boss is Livia, having been transformed into a vengeful spirit. Holy shit. And she expires, pining for Lord Gaius.
I'm losing you.
Well, that's... Whoa. In a rush of familiar affection, the memory of a valiant Archon takes form. Wait, was that an axe? Mumbrita! Has to be. In a rush of familiar... Orshafont! Oh, thanks, Orshafont. We have reached the second boss of the dungeon. Hydaelyn? You again? Oh my god! It's the boss of the hardest trial in the whole game! Zoinks, man! Cape Westwind's boss has returned from the grave! Oh, however shall we defeat him? Oh no! And in case it weren't obvious, I was being sarcastic. The Stola says we knew you'd come. Who? Minfilia. Thanks again, Mins. We've made it to the final boss of this dungeon. After seeing several of our dearly departed friends, I wonder what enemy awaits us at the end.
So bold, so headstrong, stubborn to the last.
Who?
But this is as far as you go.
Ammon?
Oblivion beckons!
Is that... That's Ammon. Ammon the Undying. Well, shit. Alright, let's kick his ass.
Lies! All lies! Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
I'll blow it at your ear. Here we are. Do we get to meet Hydaelyn now? Ah. Oh, is he still... Damn it! How many times do I have to kill you before you finally die, Ammon?
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
I'm more of a beautiful agony guy myself. Don't Google that.
Leave this to him.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
I was thinking about it.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Well, when you put it that way, I don't want to give it to you. Hey, can you remember Medion?
How would you know that name?
Oh boy, that's a long story. I went back in time and I met you back when you were Hermes. That's a good shot. Which of course it is.
Then it was you,
Wow.
Elpis, with Emetselk.
So we did change history. A little bit.
The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes.
Wow.
Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Hydaelyn that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos.
You got him back.
Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them, no matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Hydaelyn to the next.
Holy cow.
I wonder, is Emetselk adrift somewhere in this aetherial sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
What is the reason?
I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth.
Okay, Nietzsche.
I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
Well, that's true. That doesn't mean that it's not worth living.
So I ask you, why live at all?
Have you ever tried a good cheeseburger, sir? Have you ever been
We betray.
nuzzled by someone you love?
We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception.
You're just
If
projecting
life
yourself.
is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery?
The miserable moments.
Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning.
The warrior of light can't get a word in edgeways.
To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand.
Well, leave us out of it.
Not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution.
Maybe for you, but the rest of us want to live.
That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt.
Can you tell us where Medion is or
As my
not?
search reached its end. Was this the only way? After all these years,
Your attachment to Medion doomed your world.
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last.
Emmett?
Vandana. Still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns.
I think that is Emmett. Except, didn't he die on the first?
Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Asahi?
Actual Asahi!
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Fuck you.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Huh? What's going on?
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
I'll do what must be done. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
And what might that be? My wish is all but granted. To die and take you all with me.
Not happening.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Get your stupid face out of my—
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
You said it, Alfie.
You had better hope not.
Suck a dick! No, I hate that guy. No.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Yeah. Let's go meet her.
Rolled all my windows up in my car, right? You know what? Just in case I need to commentate.
Whoa! Is that the Mother Crystal? I've seen that before.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Wow. That model.
So, we meet again, Vana.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge.
Yeppers.
I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
Oh, you want to hear it in our own words.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths.
To fight is the other one.
The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute,
Made of dynamis, wow.
where emotion and memory govern all. Ether will avail you naught.
No magic?
Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
Wow. So this is
We'll
what...
beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said. Once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
By the way, I really like that we're finally getting to see what Hydaelyn actually looks like.
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Aetheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength, and purpose, and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more.
She's a special
From their
message for
ashes
each of
doth
them.
spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
This is so good, man. Feels good, man.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Song of Oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
Worthy?
Hark!
A lark flying in the dark? Oh shit! Do we have to fight her? Do we have to fight
Nigh
Hydaelyn?
impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance.
Okay.
As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself?
Dude.
Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey.
Dude!
You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Holy shit.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Dude!
Aye. No room for confusion there. In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
Children's card games.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Challenge accepted, Mother Hydaelyn. It's gonna be a dialogue option, isn't it? During this quest, when using the trust system Trust? Oh my god, dude! It's a trust trial! Never in the past, present, or future have I only found happiness. To live is to ever be beset by hardships, great and small. Yet it is in adversity we find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace, and the next, no matter what trials we face. By this strength have the will of the gods been defied, and the fortunes of men been forever changed. May so it be with this day. What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? Oh, I know you were in love with Hydaelyn. Oh, I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there were people I cared for. Mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. Estinian, I could hear you two getting it on from all the way in the camp. Oh. Then you and Alfino threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've not known peace since. If strength is the courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance, to rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied, but unbowed, then my friends have made me strong. Oh, thanks, Alfie. You made me strong too. Emmett's sub called us incomplete. Pitiful creatures, he said, and maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear, they walk with us wherever we go. But we proved to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove it to Hydaelyn, Medion, to the universe itself if we must. Should we bring our singular talents to bear as one, even gods may fall. Nevertheless, I prithee throw thyself not into peril, lest our curative resources be spent. As a tank, I feel called out. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. Same. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold in my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep those things alive. Oh yeah, weren't you gonna ask Hilda out at some point? Minfilia and Reen, to say nothing of you lot, I know, would never settle for less. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise, to grant this star new life. As its will, long has she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts proof of Hydaelyn's own faith.
I the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth!
Dude, she summons the freaking
The
crystal
soul
light.
of creation's
This has been with
end.
us since the very freaking beginning, this kind of thing.
Feel
Great.
the sorrow at hope's demise. Think, find your way in the darkness.
She's even got a flood of light attack. Holy shit. It's a fun battle, lots of great mechanics. I enjoyed it. And now what happens? Let's see. Oh, we should probably attend to her wounds just in case.
At last, man has the strength to...
Oh no, is she gonna die on us? Hey, how you feeling, Hydaelyn?
No! This can't be happening!
Oh shit, is she actually dying?
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
Thank you.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you.
Oh. What's that?
This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Hydaelyn.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal. Our final hope.
One of the first things we saw in the fucking game! It's... Dude, they're bringing everything... Oh, man. Dude. Like when you make a new character in A Realm Reborn. I don't know if they did that in 1.02,
Alas,
but...
I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen.
So is she gonna die, or is she just gonna go
Now,
dormant?
heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope.
Yes.
I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
Is it a sword? Sorry, I force a habit.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned.
I'm incorrigible
Thine
that way.
unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift.
Oh?
Thou dost possess the Crystal of Azum, yes?
Yeah, I do.
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself.
Wow.
I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, for it will not last indefinitely.
Are you sure it's
As
smart?
thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance.
I don't even know what to do with this power. I should probably just put this in my sock drawer and forget about it.
It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life.
Creation magic.
So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer.
Zim.
With that, my work is finished.
May you find rest.
Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
Our journey will never end. Thank you, Mother Hydaelyn.
It is I who should thank thee for all thou hast done and may yet accomplish. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth,
We'll remember you.
my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
I knew she was a good guy the whole time. I knew it. Others doubted. Others thought she'd be a villain in this expansion, but I fucking knew. I stuck to my guns. I always said no. I believe Hydaelyn is good. Farewell, Hydaelyn. I'm glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your aether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? Hydaelyn challenged us, and we won. She's gone. And then she gave me this crystal. You mean to say Hydaelyn is... No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Hydaelyn's will without delay. We'll find Medion if it's the last thing we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over that crystal, that is. The fancy navigator one.
Okay. Here you go, little feller.
To the edge of the universe, where congregates the despair of countless stars, you are determined to see this through. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I mean, it's an RPG, we're gonna have to fight someone. I know that it pains you to accept this. Would that I need to ask nothing more of you. Yet we only have two means to travel to the Great Expanse, the Moon and Charlene's Ark. I am too aware that without both of them, there will be no Exodus, but nevertheless, I beg you to honor the agreement we made. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not rescind it even if I wanted to. As it happens, I do not, and would do all in my power to aid your cause. And it happened upon that day, the stick of Fortunat's os shrank 3 sizes that day. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Oh, yes, rest a while. I don't know if I'll go straight to bed right now, but I do know that this is a good stopping point. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a snarky comment and do whatever you want. Walk free. Walk free.
Bright eyes burning like fire. Bright eyes, how can you close and fail? How can the light that burned so brightly suddenly glow so pale? Bright eyes.